Hey boos, it's your girl Sheba, and I posted a video this weekend of a smoky eye look that I had done a tutorial for a client, and some of you guys were commenting and asking and inboxing and asking for a tutorial on a simple smoky eye look, something easy that you can do, simple steps, and so we're gonna get into that. So before you go any further, go ahead and subscribe to the video, to the channel, and then go ahead and like this video, and we are gonna jump right in. So we're gonna be priming today with the Tatcha Silk Canvas Primer. So we're gonna open that up. Take a little bit of that. I'm gonna just rub that into the places where I shine the most, which is my T-zone. We're a little up close and personal today because I want y'all to really be able to see what I am doing. So once you have that all over, we're going to do a little color correcting. I tend to be a little dark around the mouth and the chin. So we're going to color correct there. Just a little bit. And then I had a little bump I picked at right there, you guys. The dark spots are lightening up in a couple of weeks. They won't even be there anymore, but I do pick at my bumps. I know. It's sad, but it's true. I do it. So we're going to take a little beauty blender, the butt of the beauty blender, and we are just going to blend that out a little bit. And there's my 5-year-old.
Ethan, please don't do that. I know you're trying to be funny because you're not recording. Please don't do that.
Once that's all blended out, we are going to be using today for foundation, we're going to be using the Lancome Taunt Idole, and that's Ultra Wear. This is the shade 510 Sue C that I'm going to be using today. I think before I use the 510 Sue W, I'm just going to put 2 pumps of that on the back of my hand. And I'm going to spread that over the face. And I'm going to be blending that into the skin with my NYX foundation brush. I'm just going to stifle that into the face all over. Making sure we get all the products everywhere it is supposed to be. And I promise you guys, like, this smoky eye technique is going to be super simple. It does require you having some good blending brushes, so I will tell you that up front. You want some good blenders, but the process itself is super simple, super easy, and the smoky eye is going to be bomb. Once you get your foundation applied all over the face, once you get your foundation, if you have a toddler, like, that's why I said let's live life together, because I'm going to be like super transparent on how it really goes down. And if you have a toddler, you know that while you are getting ready, they are going to bother you, okay? Once you get your foundation pressed in all over your face, Today we're going to be using a combination for the concealer. We're going to be using a little Juvia's Place, and this is the shade number 12. And then we're also going to be using a little bit of the Tarte Shape Tape. This is the Double Duty Beauty. Tarte Shape Tape. I can't talk today. And this is in 447S. This is the Tan Deep Sand. So first we're going to go in with the Juvia's Place. And there is nothing like bomb highlight with your smoky eye. So we're going to get it in with this one. I love a smoky eye. I just feel like it's so like sultry. And it is such like a statement maker on the face. I'm going to put that down the nose. A little bit on the forehead. And we're going to highlight a little bit of the mouth. So you guys, while we're doing this, I live in Houston, Texas, and so yesterday, we know there's so much going on in the world, as far as it concerns racism and systemic racism, and everyone has been attempting to do their best to. We're gonna just take the Tarte shape and just for a little extra brightening under the eye, we're gonna place that right in the corner and right underneath the eye. You guys, yesterday in Houston, there was a body found hanging from a tree on the north side, and I have got to be honest with you guys, I did not take it very well at all. Yeah. Originally, the people who found the body first, I guess from the decomposition of the body, they thought that it was an African American male. I am raising an African American son, so you can only imagine how I have been feeling with everything going on, knowing that my son is going to have to grow up in this type of world if we don't make a change now. But we actually found out today that it was a Hispanic male, which doesn't make my heart break any less, by the way. Like, super heartbreaking that in the times that we are in, lynching is like coming back to life. I know there have been several others in other states around the country, and it is just like, man, if we never needed Jesus before, we really do like need him now. So we're gonna fill in our eyebrows like we just did. I'm going to be using my Real Techniques Expert Face Brush. And I'm going to go ahead and blend out the chin. The upper lip. The forehead. We're going to just glide up and down the nose to blend that out. Okay. Once we get those pieces blended out, we're going to leave the under eye for a little while longer. And we're going to go ahead and define and clean up the brow, I'm going to be using my Anastasia Beverly Hills concealer brush number 18. And we are going to take that same concealer, our Juvia's Place number 12. I'm just going to put a little bit on the back of my hand here. Like that. And I'm going to dip the brush inside of it. And I'm just going to lightly clean under the brow. I'm going to be using my Real Techniques Deluxe Concealer Brush just to blend that out over and under the eyebrow. Use that foundation brush to kind of buff out all of that. And once you have that done, we're going to go ahead and blend out our concealer under the eye. So I like to start on the outer edges of the concealer to remove the harsh lines. I'll do the same thing on the other side. Sorry, you guys. I'm messing with my light. I got new lighting, and I can't tell if it's like too bright or what. I feel like it's a little too bright. I think that's a little better. Okay. I want y'all to be able to see the concealer. So once you have the outer edges blended out, we are going to lightly pat to blend the upper part of the concealer because we don't want to remove the product. We just want to blend it into the skin. And once you have pressed that into the skin on both sides, and you've blended out the harsh lines on both sides, I'm going to go around the edges of that with my foundation brush. Once again, just to make sure it's all blended out. I'm going to blend it on the sides of the nose. If you've watched any of my other tutorials, I love seamless, so I'm constantly like blending it all together. We are going to set our under eye with our Sasha Cosmetics setting powder in Buttercup. So we're just going to take that beauty blender that we used earlier on the color corrector. We're going to put some powder over that, tap off the excess. And we're going to press that right into that concealer on both sides. And we are actually gonna let, for the smoky eye look, we're gonna let the under eye bake just a little bit. And we're just setting like all the places that we highlighted. We're gonna go underneath where we are gonna contour. On both sides. And then I'm going to be using my Real Techniques brush, and this is the contour brush. And I'm just going to lightly dust off every area except under eye. We're going to let that bake a little bit. It's a smoky eye. You got to let the highlight bake, right? Okay. So here's for the smoky eye, you guys. We're going to be using the Lacquer Liner 24-Hour L'Oreal Infallible. This is a lacquer liner, kind of like a creamy gel substance. It's in the shade Blackest Black. And I actually purchased this, you guys, from CVS. Yeah, get into it. I am going to be using an angle brush. This is from, you can use any angle brush. This is a small angle brush from e.l.f. And I'm going to pat that into the product. And I'm going to line the lash line on my lid first. Once I get close to the lash line and I line that part, I'm going to then go in for more product, and I'm going to move up the lid all the way right until I get to the crease, applying this lacquer liner. And I'm going to do the same thing on the right and the left. Making sure that I don't apply product above my crease line, just on the lower lid. Once that is done, I'm going to be using my blending brush from Inspire. And I am going to take this brush and begin to, in a patting type of motion, blend that liner out into and a little bit over the crease of my eye. Y'all see that? So now we're above the crease line. And we are blending in a patting type of motion that eyeliner in. We are then going to take a more rounded shadow brush. I can't tell y'all who this is by. Sorry. And I'm going to be using the Juvia's Place Warrior 2 palette. And I'm going to go in right here with this shade Shawata. I think that's what it is. It's like a black. We're going to rub product on that. And we are going to just go right over that lacquer liner to set that black in. Just right on top of that. And even in that crease, get right in there. Use the eyeshadow to lock in the pigment of the gel. And then we are going to use our MAC blending eyeshadow brush. This is the 224. We're going to go right above that where we blended out that, and just to remove the harsh line, we're going to go back and forth in a somewhat circular motion. And you are going to do that until you feel like the black isn't harsh along the top. And you want to do that same thing to the outer corner. Then you're going to go in with that same brush. We're going to go right here to this light brown shade, Yoded. It's like this, the same color as my skin. We're going to take a little bit of that product, and I'm just going to brush right over where I just blended the black out, just to soften it a little bit. And you guys, we go to the other side and do the exact same thing. Line the lash line first. Once you get that line tight, you're going to take more product and you're going to apply all the way up to the crease of the eye on both sides. Once you get all of the products on there, we're going to go back in with the tight blender from Inspire. And we're going to start patting that out over the crease, right? Just the same way we did the other eye. And once you get that patted in and over the crease of your eye, we're going to take the round eyeshadow brush, like this, back into the Shawata. And we're going to just like press that in to seal in the color of that lacquer liner. Once you've done that, you're going to take your blending brush, your 224 by MAC, and we are going to start working on blending out the harsh line. And we're just going back and forth, left to right, in a circular motion. Once you feel like you have removed the harsh line, you're going to go back with the same brush into the brown flesh tone color, and we're just going to soften the blend left to right. Now we are going to, y'all know I love to apply the glue to my lashes a little early so they can sit and the glue can dry. So I'm going to do that now. I'm going to be applying glue to both the right and the left lash. And then we're going to let that sit off to the side so that it can dry. So we're going to take our Real Techniques contour brush and we're going to dust off that setting powder where we were baking. On both sides. I love the shade of Buttercup. It's just like the right amount of yellow, like it's not too much, like all at the same time. I love it. Okay, we're gonna be doing a little contouring with our Morphe Glamour bronzer. This is the shade Leader. It's like my absolute fave right now, you guys. So I'm going to be going in with my fluffy brush from Eco Tools. Also purchased from CVS. And we are just going to, right underneath the cheekbone, begin to apply bronzer all the way up to the hairline on both sides. And this is a buildable step. Like, you can literally apply as much as you want or as less as you want. And then we go across the hairline. I love a nice contour, so I apply quite a bit. I take that same brush, I squeeze it here, and I just go right up the sides of my nose, up to my eyebrow, just for minimal nose contouring. And once you have your bronzer applied, is contour to your cheeks, I do the same thing under the jawline. Our lashes are still drying. We're going to apply a little mascara to our own lashes. And we're going to hold off on doing the bottoms just yet. We're going to apply a little bit of eyebrow gel. This is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Clear Brow Gel to our eyebrows. Just to lock those babies into place. I love to make like my the front of my brow like go straight up. Alright. And now we're going to apply some lashes, you guys. I'm going to take my little lash tool. I'm going to apply the left one first. So if you've watched me do this before, I apply with my fingers first, and then I perfect with the tool. So I literally take my lash, pop them on right at the lash line. And then I use my tool just to make sure they are in the right place. And that they are pressed down. I do the same thing on the right side. We're going to place that right at the lash line. And we're going to use our tool to make sure it's in the right place. I like for my lashes to like go upward. I feel like when they're like flapping too far down, like they look like sad eyes. We don't want sad eyes. Once that is done, we're going to apply a little blush and a lip. We're ready to go. I'm going to be using my MAC Peach O Peach. So because my eye is so dramatic, I don't go heavy on the blush. And I'm going to be wearing like a red lip as well. So I like to do something soft on the blush. So we apply that. And this is the Peach O Peach from MAC. We are going to take this little highlighting brush and we're going to take our we're going to take our NARS. And this is Hot Sand. It's the blush duo, but I'm using the shade Hot Sand. And I'm going to apply that to the tip of my nose, right above my brow bone on both sides, and a little bit above my lip. And then we are going to be going in with Black Opal in the shade Vampy for the lips. Such a smooth application. Good job, Black Opal. And then if you are anything like me, like my outer lips are like dark already. So I typically don't wear lip liner. But somehow I feel like with red lipstick, like you never quite get it like as perfect as you want. So I always take my excess concealer and just to like shape that thing up, I go around the corners of my mouth with the concealer. Once we have this all done, we're going to powder the entire face with our Sephora Micro Smooth Powder. I use the shade Deep. So I'm just going to brush over the entire face. We are going to set first with our Milani Make It Last Matte 16 Hour. This is like my favorite setting spray right now, you guys. And then here's a trick. Sometimes people don't like to use mascara on their bottom lashes because they feel like it gets on their face. Well, use the setting spray because it's liquefied. Use it first and let it dry in, and then go behind it and go ahead and apply mascara to your bottom lashes, so that the liquid won't like run it over your face. The infamous mascara face, right? Scary face. Okay. Then we're going to go in with our NYX eyeliner in Espresso. And line the eye. And you guys, we have our smoky eye. Now for you guys who want a bonus step, let's crank it up just a small notch. We're going to take that same NARS blush duo, and we're going to use that same shade, Orgasm. And we're going to go in with this MAC brush. This is the 219 SE. I want y'all to see how it's shaped. And right in the corner, we're just going to add a little hot sand to make that inner corner pop. And now we have a little pop in the inner corner, and we have a cute smoky eye for whether you're going like out to dinner, out to a concert, or you are just like feeling sultry vibes. Look at that. You're ready. All right. I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial on an easy smoky eye application. Get into it. Go ahead, make sure that you like and subscribe to this channel. There'll be more looks to come. See y'all soon.